Imagine this. Imagine in your first week of using ClickBank, you're able to earn $1,500 in profit. Now, I can't make any promises because I don't know what your output will be, but after watching this video all the way through, you will have all the tools you need to get as close to those results as possible without all of the hassle. Quick overview, we're going to go into niche selection, so finding your products, finding things to actually promote with ClickBank. Traffic source, so how to actually send people to your product. We're going to cover both free and paid. Then there are a ton of tips and tutorials out there that are steering people the completely wrong way. In this video, we're going to be covering that because so many people contact me, or I just talk with so many people via email, messenger, and it's the same set of things that I don't understand why, but not many people are covering. I'm not sure why, but yeah, either way, let's get right into it. But before we do that, if you'd like to make some more money online, work from home, spend every day almost a little bit like Kevin McAllister from Home Alone, consider clicking that subscribe button below. Seriously, the guys that you're seeing on screen right now did that. They took advantage of my free YouTube videos.
Chet, James,
Chet,
and Chet,
and made video testimonials about how they were able to quit their jobs and now are working from home. Now, so first is niche research. Now, the new niche research method goes a little bit like this. This document is in the video description. If you check it out, the Messenger, ManyChat Messenger link is there. All you have to do is opt in. But yeah, so you're going to find something in the big three. That means something within health and fitness, dating, relationships, business, and wealth, one of those three, and then something that's medium to high ticket, right? So when you're looking for your niche and you're looking for a product to promote, you want to consider the factors that I'm about to go into, and then use these tips and these steps to actually dive deeper. Because when you're picking your product, you want to stick to a specific niche if you're not already familiar with that. When you're promoting a certain affiliate product, you're going to need to build out certain things, certain landing pages, whether it's just social media accounts, whatever. And typically that's going to be around one category, right? You're not going to be a spammy page that's covering weight loss and then weight gain, or, you know, weight loss and debt relief, right? It's going to be around one specific topic. And I'm just going to quickly get into it now. Info products, this means when you do check out your actual niche and you have a product, or when you're conducting your research, you want to pick something that has courses out already about that general top level category. That's typically always going to be the case with the top three, so yeah, but just keep that in mind. This is more so not just because you want to create an info product about it yourself, but that is the fact that there are info products in a specific niche shows that it is viable. It makes sense financially. These aren't just people who are looking for gossip columns. Like, these are people who are actually buying stuff. Next, avoid tech for now. So right now it's just way too saturated. This is the general process. You have your ideas, find your top level market from those ideas, find a niche within that, narrow down even further, and then go deeper and find your products and your info products. Check to see if advertisers are spending money in that and on those things. And then lastly, check the cost per click. Now I'm going to show you how to do all of this stuff super quickly. So this is the first step. You're going to start by your idea, right? Let's say it's weight loss. Eating fast food. So that's an example, right? So we need to stop eating fast food. You want to try to go a bit deeper, right? Obviously that's not really the greatest, but just to give you an example of what the process looks like. So I'll say I need to stop eating fast food. We have a top level niche. Use a spreadsheet to track all of this. So one column have ideas, next column top level, next your products, and then your CPC. Just so that you can quickly find ideas and general ideas, and then afterwards go back in and filter through and pick what you're most interested in. But right, so I need to stop eating fast food. we have that, right? So we have our top level market. It's sort of our niche within the market. A narrow niche, I guess, would be a specific type of diet, right? That would appeal to people who are eating predominantly fast food. I really don't know much about weight loss, to be honest. And then I would just go through here, right? I'm going to look for top level categories within that. So different diets I can probably find in here. Different diets I can probably find here. Amazon books, I can get ideas for just general recipe books, just general guides. Estimate value of your niche, find ideas. So this is the next one. Literally here you're just going to enter. So this is our keyword, right? Let's say it's weight loss. Let me show you an example. So this is showing you what it would cost. This is an old tool, right, that would help you project what your return would be on a typical marketing or advertising campaign with print or a phone. And as you see, right, so it gives you a dollar amount per, so we can get a general idea on what people are willing to spend, and because of that we can get an idea of what people are seeing as a return, right? If people are spending a lot, that means typically that there's a return there on that. Work backwards using this for a few ideas. So this is now a side tip, but so ClickBank has these third-party tools, or you can just go on and look through products here. Kind of simplifies the entire process, but that's completely up to you. This is more just like a supplemental. Check for profitability. So now is when you would go onto the Google Keyword Planner. If you don't have one yet, it's free to set them up. We're just going to get search volume, and literally we're just going to enter in the keywords that we had there. So I need to stop eating fast food. We will likely have had a good 5 to 10 of these. That way we can kind of get an idea on the cost per click. All of this, right, our entire focus here is finding an idea, finding ideas within that for products to promote, and then checking the financial viability of that top level. And then we're doing that a few times. Now, afterwards, we can go back in and compare the financial viability of each so that we can really pick which one we want, right? This is not something where you're just going to find one and pick it. This is going to be make a list, pick the best one. So that's the reason why we do a lot of these things. But that should at least give you the basics on finding your niche. Now, if you stick around to the end of this video, there's a bonus tip. Help you start. Literally, they pay out $60 for 1 hour of work. You can do it up to 3 to 4 times a week. I don't know about you, but there's a lot you can do with an extra $1,200 each month. So stick around if you want to find that out. All right, so now we're going to get into a traffic source. Now, the one thing to note is that you're not going to be sending people directly to your affiliate offer, right? So when you go on ClickBank, I'm just going to use this as an example again because it's my most profitable offer. But let's say, let me give you an example, right? So I'm on ClickBank and I found my niche, picking my offer. Now I got to grab my affiliate link. We're not going to just send people directly to our affiliate link, right? So this is our affiliate link. I just copied it. We're not going to just go on Facebook or run ads or whatever and just send people directly to that. We're going to set up a landing page first that they go to so that we can collect their email, and that it just acts as a bridge so that we don't get either our ad account or our social media accounts banned. But yeah, if you're interested in creating a sales funnel, in this video I won't really be going into that, but because it's really just straightforward, honestly. I have a lot of videos on it. In the video description, I've added a full tutorial on creating sales funnels that specifically work with ClickBank. So if you're interested, check that out. But yeah, that out of the way, now let's get into the actual traffic sources. Now let's start with free. Now this is just recently. I've had some incredible results with TikTok. If you're here right now watching this video from TikTok, hello. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for proving this concept, right? So I gave TikTok a shot. Turned out my very first video wound up with 400,000 views. Bumped me up a good 400 or 500 subscribers on YouTube and quite a few affiliate sales. So I would really recommend it. And even a majority of the videos I've posted recently on TikTok, I don't even show my face. Literally, I just have my phone and I'm recording my screen on my computer. You don't need like anything. Like, this is the lowest barrier to entry is TikTok, and there are so many people that are just leaving this on the table. But let's say, you know, you don't want to get on TikTok. I'm going to cut in a little clip now from another video on the channel, which you can go and check out in the video description if you're interested in. Now here's a clip on using YouTube to start sending some free traffic to your offers. Okay, so now I'll be going over the free YouTube strategy. This is going to be something a little bit more long-term, so I have to tell you that straightforward. This is going to be a longer-term strategy. Basically, if you already did your niche research, you already have an idea of which niche you want to go after, then you can start looking up keywords and just topics. So a lot of people, they stay very superficial with this, and they just basically say use this and just make videos based on the suggested. I would say go one step further. Don't go like super in depth into this, but okay, so right now my video is numerology. I did my niche research and I found numerology to be the best one, and I found an affiliate offer around numerology. Now I need to find numerology related topics or keywords to make my video about in organic, right? This video here is just a paid video. It's unlisted, so it's not going to be shown. I'm only using this for ads. So this isn't a prime example of this actual process, but I'll still go through it as if it was. So let's say, yeah, like I said, it was about numerology. So this tool basically pulls all of the auto-suggested keywords without you having to manually type it in. And then you can just wait a little bit. If it goes on for super long, feel free to just click stop, stopped, copy, Control A, Control C, or whatever it is if you're on Mac. Now go to the Google Keyword Planner. Okay, so now you have your keywords from that tool that will not be named in this video. This is a PG video, okay? Turn your brain on, okay? I'm not naming this. It works, but I'm not naming it. You paste them in, and you get started, baby. After you do that, you will see a full list here. I'll sort by impressions. This is the amount of times people see and the amount of people these keywords reach, so the amount of people searching them. And here's where I will come up with my my topics, right? So I'm gonna go through this and just try to think of what keyword can I create a video around, and can I find something like a blog post, calc, whatever I can find online that I can create a video around and don't have to go and build it all myself, right? I don't have to write the script or whatever. And a great thing for this is numerology compatibility, because there's so many compatibility quizzes online, and I'll cut right over to that. Now, here's what I would suggest. I would suggest coming up with your title and your thumbnail idea at the very least before you start recording. Start there. That way you can really tailor your video around your title. So numerology compatibility is going to be it. Here's a good tip, right? When you're trying to find title tags are the most important thing, right? When you're trying to find them, start with people who actually have proven success. I found this guy once before. I always lose track of his channel, but it's perfect because his target demographic is
Welcome back to
right on par with people looking for numerology. So this is great. This is ideal for what I'm trying to do. So I would suggest doing that. Going on YouTube, and let's say you were in the weight loss niche, right? Whatever. I have no idea about the weight loss niche. So let's say you were typing in ab workout. Where is it? By popularity, view count. I would just scroll through here and see what the common design is on these first for thumbnails, and then the title, right? So 8-minute ab workout. So all these minute workout, then than a how-to or your actual hook. So minute workout hook. For this, it's a bit different. This is more clickbaity, more sensational, and more specific to the actual thing. It's going to be all different, right? So some videos are entertainment based, some videos you're trying to figure stuff out, and they're more how-tos or tutorials, and all thumbnails will be different, right? They're all going to serve a different purpose and appeal to a certain intent. So hopefully I'm not all over the place. I apologize again. I'm not a great teacher, which is why this is given to you for free. So you'll have that. Namaste, brothers and sisters. In this quick video, I wanted to show you a quiz that I found. I've been having so much trouble just figuring it out, right? Trying to find out if this person that I'm with, if my partner, is the right person for me. And I know there's a lot of this kind of mystic stuff out there, and especially like something like this where it's a quiz or a calculator. Some people may say it's wish-washy or whatever, but hey, I'm just interested. I like to know, I like to see what it's all about. I like having more information rather than less. So yeah, this is the calculator I found. On a side note, I'm going to make sure that they can't see the URL and make sure they can't really see anything that they can go ahead and search on Google until after. So I'm just going to run through this calculator or this compatibility quiz and show you what the results are. Now, if you're somebody that is struggling to find a relationship or just to figure out your relationships, I get it. I've been there. It can be a really big issue, right? Especially when you're getting a little bit older and you're trying to figure out a family. So you're gonna figure all of that out and more in this video. That was all over the place. You know, just add, hey, if you're new here, my name is Chet. I cover numerology readings, everything about numerology, even some other stuff that you might be interested in. I don't know. I'm not great with this stuff off the cuff. You don't see how many takes it takes me to do videos. But then I would just get into it, run through it, then give them the link, then give the link in the description, and it's that simple. You want to make sure your video, try to aim for at least 7-8 minutes, but don't be super repetitive. Try to add on stuff. Like, don't drag it out to where you're gonna lose people. Make it so that you're keeping them, and do the extra work. Your competition isn't going to. It's gonna be all you know. Take most of what you have to really go that extra mile, especially if you're not getting many views. But do it. So that's the video setup. Now, when you actually upload the video, a lot of this metadata stuff, it's not as relevant. Like, people say name your file name, your keyword. People say name your thumbnail, your keyword. I still do it because why not? But I wouldn't go like super stressed out about it. But either way, let's say, what was it? Numerology compatibility quiz, right? And the keyword is numerology compatibility. So I would just name my video file. So I finished recording it, right, with OBS. I would strongly recommend. That's the tool. I don't know why I didn't mention that. I might have mentioned the tools. OBS is what I'd be using to record my screen. I have a Logitech C920 for recording video. Let me pull this down so you might be able to see the full screen. And yeah, I'll finish my video, name the file, upload the file to my YouTube channel, and start there, right? Then I have a video uploaded, and I can go for the title. I can start looking again, and or I can go and grab the title, then go in the description. Now in the description, I would recommend adding something of value. So the affiliate offer, maybe your bridge page, in fact, not the actual. Don't direct link to the affiliate offer. Make sure you add a landing page in your description. And this emoji always works great. The blue doesn't show up on my computer, but this blue emoji before your main sentence, because your first sentence, because that's what people see when they scroll through YouTube, that first few sentences. When you do make these videos, there's a specific format you should follow. Alright, so here's an example of what I mean. So in your main channel intro, before you go ahead and upload it as, you know, an additional video, after you upload your first one, I would suggest adding a channel intro. In your channel intro, cover these exact things. Now, you don't need, I guess, to go into every single one, but try to hit at least 4 of them. So go into who is a character, who are you, what do you want, why can't you have it, what's at stake if you don't get it, who comes along to help, how do you get it, and how are you changed. These are the basic foundation, these are basic principles almost every single story, movie, you name it, is created upon. So use that same strategy, that storytelling strategy in your channel intro, and then when you're doing your actual video, start with your actual hook. So what is the one benefit they will get from your video? Make it related to the title, right? Don't make it super clickbaity and unrelated to just get traffic, because nobody will stick around. So make it related to the title, have them realize the moment they click on it that this is what they were looking for, and try to appeal to a pain point in the first hook. So if an example of this is, let's say I was optimizing for making a video for affiliate marketing for beginners. I could start with something like, in this video you'll learn some affiliate marketing tips for beginners, because honestly there are so many videos out there, or so many courses out there that are predatory in nature, and people are just trying to take advantage of beginners. So my goal is to cut out all that noise and give you exactly what you need to jumpstart your affiliate marketing campaigns and really start seeing success. So it's not too pushy, but at the same time, you know, I started throwing rocks a little bit, just got things, agitated the problem a little bit, and just kind of spoke on one of their desires. So use that. Then don't make a long intro, 5 to 10 second max intro. Then a case study, so you want to go into what the actual result is of the thing you're teaching. So an example of that is, let's say I did that affiliate marketing for beginners. I would talk about results from a recent affiliate campaign, and then get right into your video. Don't drag it out, don't get super long into it, just maximum 30-40 second intro, like all the case study, hook, all that, then get into your actual video. That's it. That should be it for the actual uploading of the video. You can add an end screen, you can add cards if you'd like to. I'm not going to get super in depth into that kind of stuff, or setting up your channel, like channel art and all that stuff. I will add, I do have a recommended course for YouTube that goes way more in depth, called YouTube Supremacy. It's not my course, and in fact, you know how much I am against courses. So the fact that I am even recommending this should say something. It's super cheap. That's really the only reason why I'm recommending it. It's like, I don't know, it was cheap, and for the amount, it's well worth saving the time from having to go in and figure out all this stuff, and you know, message me or message other people to try to figure out. That saves a lot of time. Okay, so now we need to get our thumbnail, or we should have had the basic thumbnail ready, but this is what you want to use, Klex.gravit.io. It's basically like Canva, but it's free, and it has pretty much the same features plus a little bit more. The tool is pretty simple to use. Custom size, your thumbnail is going to be 1280 by 720, I believe. It doesn't have much file info. Yeah. I believe it's 1280 by 720. Yeah, 1280 by 720. Add a face or a picture you find on the internet, right, of something that's relevant to the video topic. Ideally, the weirder the face you're making, the better. Don't try to make it like obviously fake, but make it so that it's like something like uglier you look, the better, to be honest, because it makes people like, whoa, what's going on here? You know, it doesn't look as produced. It kind of looks like, huh, I want to see this train wreck, and it catches people's attention. You want to keep a gap on the left side of your image so that you can add huge text so people can see it on mobile. Arrow if you'd like to. And for the most part, that's really it. It's super simple. Anybody can do it. You don't need to hire somebody to make your thumbnails. You can if you want to, because it's super simple. But you don't need to, because this took me a few minutes to make. So you have your thumbnail, you have your video title, your topic, you uploaded. Now when you actually upload your video, so let's say this video was live. Let me go to it. Let's say this video was not unlisted. I would then go in here, I would go to the comments, I would pin 2 relevant videos, say watch next, and have 2 relevant videos in the top of my comments. You'll see that on my main channel a lot. That basically just gets people in a watch time trap, so that it stimulates watch time, and it makes people, it seems like people are binge watching your content. I mean, and they are. But yeah, add those 2 there, and then if you can, it would be ideal if you would go in and share these videos with friends, with other people you know. Ask them to comment your focus keyword down on the comments. Hopefully you can get them to watch the video at least 50% of it before they do that. But if not, it'll still be beneficial just to have a comment of your focus keyword. Now here's a black hat tip. I wouldn't recommend this if you're trying to build a personal brand around this channel, but if it's something you're just, some ClickBank page or ClickBank thing that you're just trying to run through YouTube, try it out. This is retentionpal.com. I've never used this on a main channel because it's such a risk, but it works. You can buy views, you can buy comments, you can buy likes to your videos, which again makes it seem like your video is viral. Let me give you an example of this. So, well, 2 examples. So I tested out a guy's video who was on page 3 for ClickFunnels versus Builderall. He's on his boxing glove is in the middle of the thumbnail. He was on page 2 or 3. He is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 on page 1 for ClickFunnels versus Builderall. I don't know about you, but incredible. All I did was bought views, right? I bought views to his channel. On top of that, he has AdSense enabled. I don't think he did when I first did it, but he does now, and the views didn't drop. Usually if you're buying views, I've tested out views from so many vendors. Usually they'll drop off after a few days. These never dropped, and he's stayed on the first page now. So that's an option if you'd like to. What I do is I will buy views, I'll buy comments, and I'll buy likes. And then if you can, go on to Facebook and buy shares. Just try to make it look natural. And you don't need to go crazy. You can get the minimum quantity for every single order, for every single selection. It's so cheap. There's no reason not to at least test it out if it's not a personal brand and if you're fine with the channel getting banned. That's really it. Let me know if you have questions. Hopefully I didn't drag that on, and hopefully that wasn't all over the place. Okay, now on to paid traffic, right? I didn't want to overwhelm you guys. There are lots of traffic sources that you could use, but I like to keep things simple. If you're going to have success with ClickBank, you really need to have a laser focus on what you're doing. It can be very easy to get overwhelmed. So, if you're going to be running paid traffic, I would recommend sticking to one platform, but I will talk about both Facebook and YouTube. YouTube has a lot cheaper traffic, a lot more qualified, because you only pay when somebody watches a video for 30 seconds or more on certain ad delivery types. And on Facebook you have much better targeting, so there's pros and cons to each. Okay, now here is a quick clip on setting up YouTube ad campaigns for ClickBank. So I'm just going to be showing you how to use paid strategies. In the next module we'll be going over key topic research, keyword research, how we set up the video, etc. This is just going to be, once you have your video uploaded, how you can run ads to it, and the best settings on Google Ads to increase your chances of commission. So I have my ad, my video ad. It's going to be, make sure you leave it as unlisted unless you do want to have it public. In that case, that's fine, leave it public. But I have it unlisted, so I'm going to go into, you'll see in Google Ads, you're going to have to just set up a new account. That's fairly straightforward. That process, you shouldn't need any direction, but if you do, as always, feel free to reach out to me. So yeah, once you get on, you'll be able to select a certain campaign. So let me show you basically what you will see. So you'll be shown this menu. What you're going to want to select is, I believe it's product and brand consideration, then video, and that's when you will see the influence consideration, then continue. So product brands consideration, video, influence consideration. Now name it. I'm just going to name this campaign total. I like to set a daily budget, and for this it's just a test. Okay, and then you want to make sure you set that daily budget, and I recommend honestly no less than $5 per day at the very, very minimum. YouTube search, so you only want this to be in YouTube search results. That's the key with this. We're only doing YouTube discovery ads. We are not doing the in-stream ads or skippable, non-skippable ads. We're only focusing on discovery ads. Now, a second note, so let's get into this first, but let me just put in English. So you're gonna want to, as you hone down on different interests, just like Facebook, you're gonna want to set different ad groups. So let's say this one is beauty, right? Because it's numerology, I'm gonna be only targeting women. That's something you're gonna have to figure out on your own, right? What is your niche most common? What's the most common demographic? That's something, unfortunately, I can't give you a clear-cut strategy on. You would have to just go through YouTube, go on blogs, and just see, is it predominantly women or men? Demographics, so like I said, women. I always like taking out the younger ages, especially for something like numerology, so I'll leave this 35 plus. Still 120 million impressions before we do any other. So beauty and wellness, that's the one I selected. Affinity audiences, you never want to select in-market audiences. That's another little tip. Only select affinity audiences, because the in-market audiences are usually going to be a lot more expensive. I've tested a lot, and granted, usually an expensive audience has a higher chance of converting, so volume doesn't always, or cost per click doesn't always equal the amount of money you're going to be driving in revenue. But from everything I tested, affinity audiences always cost less and provide better results. And that's it. Your max. So I would set this as 9 cents. It will go lower as your ad flows. Then this is where you'll go ahead and grab your video URL. And then you want to set up your ad. Make sure you do use a custom thumbnail. So in the previous module with the organic stuff, you would have set up a thumbnail. So I already have an ad set up. I'm not going to set up a brand new one. Let me just show you. What the ad looks like. So this is it. The main heading is the main hook, right? The truth that this shocking numerology reading revealed, as told by a true skeptic, right? Some proof. Are these free readings fake or mind-blowing revelations? That's it. Just curiosity. You want to pique their curiosity, and you want to make sure your hook is something that is in their language. So what I did was I went to the affiliate products page and then several other similar affiliate products pages, and I looked at the terminology used in their hooks, right? So just you have that resource available. Go on ClickBank, go on JVZoo if you're in internet marketing. Go look at what the main headline is on their landing, on their sales page. That way you can get an idea of what, the way you want to word it, right? Because if you're finding them, and if you're sticking to successful offers, at least, like if you're on ClickBank and you're only going through the first 3-4 offers, there's a reason why they're on the top 3-4 if you're sorting by gravity, but there's a reason those headlines work, so take advantage of their testing. You know what I mean? So that's it. Save and continue, and then you're just going to wait. Start with one and then test it out, right? Because sometimes the niche has different restrictions as other niches. Sometimes your video ad just will not get approved no matter what. So don't waste any time. If you're starting a new niche and you're not sure, just make one video and wait on it. Once it gets approved, that's when you can go ahead and optimize after that. But So what I would do is, if this got approved and when this does get approved, I'm going to set another ad group and just test different audiences. So I have beauty and health in that one. I would test fitness in another, and just several others. Facebook has a lot more specific targeting than YouTube, so there's that. But at the same time, YouTube, you only pay if somebody watches more than 30 seconds of your video. I believe it's 30 seconds. Whereas Facebook, it's 3 seconds. That's it though. Let me know if you have questions. As always, post them in the, message me directly or post them in the group. Alright, okay, so we covered niche. We covered your traffic sources. Whoopsie. We covered your free and paid traffic sources. What we did not yet cover were these success killers. Now, it's just crazy. I don't understand how so many people overlook this stuff, but let's just get right into it. The first example of a major success killer is Facebook. So for starters, a lot of people just do not have a large enough budget for Facebook to really make sense. Sure, you can do a lot with a little, especially if you already have a full understanding of Facebook. And if you're interested in more about Facebook, there are video links below. But if, let's say, you're new to Facebook ads, and you are running a campaign that your expectations and you're relying on seeing a return, or at least expecting a moderate return to pay yourself, Facebook ads most likely won't be the answer. Facebook ads are a lot better for once you're more established and have money to spend. It's a lot more scalable, but again, that's when you have the money to spend on it, right? That's the barrier to entry there, is once you have the money. If you don't, again, you can do stuff with Facebook ads, but it takes a very specific formula to do that. So what I would recommend is, if you don't yet have the, I would say at minimum $500 per month Facebook ad budget to test just a few offers, honestly, then stick to free traffic. Stick to the free traffic techniques from this video, and then all the others on the channel. I would recommend that. Or honestly, taking on virtual assistant work, going on Upwork, Fiverr, taking on that work before spending money on ads, because what's going to happen is you're going to wind up spending $200-300 on ads, not knowing what you're doing. Get a confirmation bias where, because you didn't see results, now you think you're not good at Facebook ads, or maybe that Facebook ads don't work, when that's just not the case. Next, not using tracking tools, not checking your analytics, and not using tools like ClickMagick. When I first started, I would look at these kind of tools where, like, you're really getting granular about where your traffic is coming from, what traffic is converting most. I would look at this stuff like, oh, that's a problem that I would need when I'm making, $10K plus per month with affiliate, not when I'm making just a few hundred. Well, that couldn't be further from the truth. If you take on the right mentality of somebody who is doing quite well with affiliate and is typically using tools like this, you will get there much faster. I'm telling you, those ideals, that way of thinking where you're going to do things the right way from the beginning, that is the barrier to entry. That feeling of you thinking, oh, I don't need to do it, or not until I get to X, that is the only thing, one of at least, the only thing separating people from success. So if I could recommend one thing, track your traffic. It may not seem like you need it, but trust me, this will be the fastest thing to do to really get organized in order to help you get to that 10K plus per month, if you're not there yet. And these are not in any order, but I'm going to quickly run through the last few. So if you're not running remarketing display ads on Google, if you're not retargeting your traffic on Google specifically, start. If you're not testing third-party ad networks, start. There's a lot of them. Check them out on YouTube, and check them out on my channel even. If you're not posting on YouTube, if you're not, just because of fear or whatever reason, do it now. Like, literally, all you need is OBS. You saw that in this video. If you're not setting up a second Facebook profile, so using that for both generating traffic, right, so that you can post freely without friends or family seeing and start generating niche-specific traffic, or Just using it even for a backup ad account, that is an issue. Please start now. If you're not using legal documents in your footer, this can, without you realizing it, can skyrocket your ad spend because your ads will start going on and off, and Facebook's algorithm won't be able to learn. Same with YouTube. You're not going to be able to start remarketing traffic because your ads are going to start getting shut down.